What up, YouTube? It's your boy Vic NYC82 coming at you today with another watch review video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this guy right here. This is the Q Timex, or Timex Q, whichever way you prefer to say it. This is a reissue of a 1979 watch by Timex. Pretty cool watch. You know, has some shortfalls, but before we get into this, just want to remind you guys, if you like my videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. Also follow my Facebook page and hit the notification bell. That way you know every time new content comes up. Let's get into this review. So this is the Q Timex. Now, I've already gotten into the history of Timex in a previous video, so I'm not going to get that far into detail with it. But just know that this is a reissue of a 1979 watch, quartz watch from Timex. Those of you who don't know, the first quartz watches were introduced in 1969 by Seiko. It was the Seiko Astron. That was the very first quartz watch. This one was issued in 1979. It's a diver-inspired watch, but this isn't a diver's bezel. We'll get into that when I start talking about the details. They tried to keep everything true to the era, that 1979, vibe era to it. And this release with the Falcon Eye, and also released with the M79, which is the mechanical variant of this. I think that's a good looking watch also. That one has the Batman colored bezel, as people like to call it. And Timex did announce that they are releasing 3 more colors of this watch. And if you go on the Timex website, you can register for the news update on that. So you know when they are releasing. I actually do like the blue and orange one. That one kind of catches my eye, but we'll see, because I'm actually not that thrilled about this watch, and I like Timex, which is a shame, but this is a good looking watch. I just think it has some shortfalls. But let's get into the details. So the Timex Q, or the Q Timex, it's a 38mm diameter watch. You do get a dome crystal, and if you can see the dome here very well, it's kind of funny, but the bad thing about it, it's an acrylic. So this thing, you can scratch this up pretty bad. Now I do keep poly watch at all times, but I don't know if you get a gouge on this, deep enough. I don't know how much poly watch could help. So I kind of wish they at least went with a mineral crystal on this. I don't know, man. That acrylic, I understand they were trying to keep it true to the time, but they could have improved it in some areas. That's my opinion. I know some people like the nostalgic factor of it and are happy about that acrylic, but I'm not a fan of it. So anyway, you do get a day and date complication. The indices in the hands, they are lume. It's okay. It's not great lume, and it doesn't last that long. But this isn't really a true diver's watch anyway. You're not going to take this diving. You get a rotating 12-hour bezel, so that's why I say they say it's a diver-inspired watch, but it's not a diver's bezel. This is a 12-hour bezel. Actually comes in handy, so you could track multiple time zones with it. So if you guys watched previous video of mine, I like to track West Coast time, so I have this right now set on Pacific time because I have family out west, so I always know what time it is. You get 50 millimeters of water resistance, 18mm thick. Even though the watch itself is not that thick, you got to account for that dome on the crystal. The lugs, 18mm. But I don't know how you would go about changing the strap on this, because you see how they're into the case. Anything, if you get an 18mm strap or band or whatever, it's just not going to look right, because this is all one piece. That's all one piece. So it's not going to look right if you try to switch it out. And this band that it comes with, if you're a hairy person or you like to wear your watch loose, you're going to have problems, because this thing, it will pull hair. I wear my watches tight, and I don't like movement on my watches when they're on my wrist. And even me, every now and then, I feel a little pull. And this is probably why I don't wear it that much. That gets annoying after a while. So also, I wanted to mention, you get an actual battery hatch here. Excuse me. You do get a battery hatch here. So when the time comes when that battery dies, all you got to do is get a coin, open this up, pop the battery out, put another one back in. I actually really like that a lot. I wish more watch companies did that. That's very useful, very thoughtful, and it even tells you on the battery hatch itself what size battery you need. It's a 377 E cell, and it says it right there on the hatch itself. Other than that, you just get the specs on the back of the watch. It tells you the movement, where the bracelet was made, and all that stuff. Uh, like I said, I think the watch is okay. It's an attractive watch. I do like it. I like the look of it. I just wish they made some different choices with it. You know, maybe not have this bracelet. They could have went a different route with that. The acrylic crystal, I'm just not a fan of that. Also, I didn't mention the bezel. It doesn't click. It's free rotating. It does have good resistance on it, so I don't think you have to worry about it coming out of place. But you know, just keep that in mind. What else? Like I said, if you want to get the M79, that one is the mechanical variant. I also think that one's slightly bigger than this one. I think that one's 42 millimeters. This one is 38. And the price point, this watch brand new on the Timex website, it gets going for 179. That's before taxes and shipping. I just think that's overpriced. I wouldn't pay. I didn't pay 179 for this. I bought this on the resale market. I actually got it for about 150. And that's another thing with these. People are still jacking these things up on the resale market. I don't know why, because now they're not as hard to get. They're not that exclusive now. Timex has them in stock. And I don't know. If you're gonna buy this resale, don't pay more than 179. Like I said, when I bought it, I knew I wanted this watch, but I wasn't gonna pay 179 for it. I didn't even feel comfortable paying 150 for it, but that was the best I was able to get at the time. So I just went ahead and did it, and you know, worked out for me. But I don't know. I don't know. They are releasing some more colorways, and I actually do like the blue and orange one. But just knowing how this one is, I'm not even sure if I want to get that one now. Like I said, I'm not even 100% sure I'm keeping this one. But let me give you guys some wrist shots so you guys see how it looks. So this is what it looks like on wrist. Not a very big watch. Wear small. Like I said, I like my watches tight. This, even though this is moving a little bit, I don't like my watches to slide up and down my wrist. If you're that kind of person, you're gonna have problems with this, because this is gonna pull your hair. Every now and then on this, I feel my hair getting pulled, and I, you know, look, it's not even moving on my wrist. But just keep that in mind. If you're one of those furry guys, this thing is gonna pull hair. It's gonna get annoying, and that's probably one of the reasons why I don't wear this one as much. Is because of that. Even though I do wear it tight and it doesn't move that much, ever so often I do feel it pull hair. That gets annoying after a while. And yeah, I just, you know, after a while I just want to hurry up and take it off, put something else on. This is a shame, man, because this watch, it's not an ugly watch. I like the retro aspect of it, you know, but I just wish they made some different choices, you know, with the band, with the crystal. It's the movement itself is pretty accurate. I don't have problems with it hitting the seconds. It's always been pretty on point. I like the 12-hour bezel. That's, you know, that's always useful to me. And you know, that's it. I thought about getting the M79, the Batman, and see how that one is, if it's any different. But just looking at it, I doubt that it is. It really has a lot of the same design factors on it. So that's why I haven't pulled the trigger on that one. So let me not ramble too much. This has been my review on the Timex Q, or the Q Timex, however you guys want to say it. Let me give you my final thoughts on this watch. So in closing, guys and girls, the Q Timex, or Timex Q, whichever way you want to say it, I think it's okay. Not bad. The bracelet, not the best thing in the world. You know, I don't really care for the acrylic crystal either. I also think this is overpriced. I mean, if you buy this brand new, I think it's overpriced. I think 179 is too much for this watch. I would feel more comfortable paying somewhere around 115 to 130. I think that would be a good price point for this. Don't buy this, you know, on the resale market for inflated prices because they're not hard to get now. I know when they first released, they were having problems keeping inventory, but if you go on the Timex website now, they have them in stock. Other than that, you know, I don't hate the watch. I'm not in love with it. I don't think this is gonna stay in my collection very long, and there's a good chance that by the time this video does release, that I might have sold it off already. You know, it's just the bracelet. Even though it doesn't bother me, you can't if you put something else on it, it just doesn't look right because of the way the whole case is designed. Other than that, yeah, it's just some shortfalls with it. I'm not too thrilled about this one. And I like Timex watches. I own a few, and I've had a few, you know, through the years. It's a good looking watch, but it's just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't really strike a chord with me. So with that said, I'm gonna leave this one here. I will see you guys and girls on my next one. Peace. Hey YouTube, it's your boy Vic NYC82. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little warning bell so you know every time I put a new video up. Peace.